Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. For those of you who are watching me after the live stream and you would like to take part in my free 5-minute mini readings for my YouTube subscribers, then all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts so you are alerted and notified the moment that I am either doing a live or when I upload new messages or content to my channel. All right. That being said, intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching me live, excuse me, welcome. Thank you so much for being here this Sunday morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you may be watching me. It might be a different time of day. So thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Today I have, let's just start with on Tuesday. Sorry, hold on. It's early in the morning. On the 10th, 2 days ago, I started the new list. So if you already had a reading on the 10th, then just so you know, I'm not going to add you on today's list. But if you haven't gotten on the list yet, then guess what? Today's your lucky day. If you are within the first 5 subscribers or members that are on here on the chat list today. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, please know that I always start my list, or I should say I start the session starting with members first. If there aren't any members, then I'll jump into one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber. Okay, so just wanted to keep that very transparent. Little Cozy, welcome, Little Cozy. Let us know if you're new to the channel so that we can give you a nice warm welcome. Little Cozy with 3 Y's at the end. You are on the list, my dear. At number 2, or the second person that I have here on the list, is Mandy. Mandy 12 Love. Welcome, Mandy, for being here today. Please let us know if you are new to the channel so that we can give you a nice warm welcome. Tiger Dragon JK, hello, my dear. Welcome. Great to see you. Tiger Dragon, you are at number 3 on the list. Okay. Of course, it all depends if we have members dropping by. Okay. Wow. Eve. Welcome back. Great to see you. Yes, it's been a while, my dear, but I'm happy that you are stopping by today. Thank you for visiting today. So you're on the list as number 4, okay? All right, intuitive friends, please take a note on the pinned comment that I have at the top of the chat list. As of right now, I have one subscriber space available and 2 members spaces available. So I'll keep that up there. Hold on one second. Let's just add this here. All right, let's pin that. And there we go. All right, intuitive friends, before I jump into Little Cozy's reading, I do want to mention, intuitive friends, that this is not a reading where I answer personal questions. If you are interested in joining me for personal questions or for charms and tarot readings for different areas that may be unfolding for you, then feel free to join my $9.99 super chat live. So that isn't this. This is a free 5-minute reading. It will be very close or approximately to 5 minutes. Okay. If you want an extended reading, you're more than welcome to have it. However, you do need to drop a super sticker or a super chat, and then you will be added to the super. Rowan G, hello, Rowan. Rowan G, I still got to take time to drop by and send you that message via email. So sorry about that. It's been busy, but new list we have here. Monica. Hello, Monica. Great to see you. Monica is one of our members here on the channel. Thank you so much, Monica, for also tuning in and stopping by during the members demonstration that I had a few nights ago. So thank you so much for taking part in that, and for all of my members who viewed the demonstration. By the way, Monica, I added some products there connected um, to that members demonstration. Okay, so just in case. All right, intuitive friends, just so you know, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you for making your reading into a super reading. All right, intuitive friends, we are closed for the session. If you want to still hang out with us, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay. However, these are the following subscribers and following members. Okay. So at number 1, we have Monica V, which will be going first because she is a member. So Monica will go first, followed by the following subscribers, unless there's another member who may pop in at a later time during the reading. But so far we have Monica V, we have Little Cozy, Mandy 12, Love, Tiger Dragon JK, Eve, and Rowan. Okay. So if you weren't able to get on this list, no worries. I will be here throughout the rest of the week. As I say, just make sure you turn on that notification bell and all notification alerts so that you are notified. Intuitive friends, if you take a look at the chat list as well as in the description box, you will see my credentials, private readings information, as well as testimonials. Free resources for those who are interested. If you take a look at the chat as well as the description box, you will see energy healing affirmations, energy healing and daily affirmations. If you're interested in manifestation with intention, not holding on to an expected outcome, as always, as I remind you, okay, then feel free to take a look at the free resources that I have. You're interested in finding out more placements on your astrological natal chart, take a look at my Cafe Astrology link down below, as well as in the chat. Both places will give you the link. I have no partnerships, no sponsorships with Cafe Astrology. It's just a resource I use for free. If you don't know your exact date of birth, I'm sorry, not date, time of birth, then don't write anything. Okay, if you don't know exactly, like it's somewhere written that that's the time you were born, then don't write a time. Just click on known for that Cafe Astrology. You're still going to get information, and you're going to get the houses and all that. There are other things that specific time that you were born will be necessary, but for the most part, not the overall general important information there. Okay, so if you do know your exact time of birth, not an estimate, then you're going to get more concrete specific uh, placements. For example, your midheaven. For that one, you need to know the exact time you were born. Um, Remember, intuitive friends, that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and your free will. Legal disclaimer is as follows: all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only, whether that be by content or whether that be live readings. Please remember, readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump straight into the reading. First up, we have Monica. Hello, Monica. Great to have you. Thank you so much for being part of the membership tier. Hey, Jazz, how are you, my dear? Jazz, are you still here? Because I closed the readings. Jazz, are you still? Let me know if you're here. If you're here, I can definitely just add one more. But let me know if you're here, because I don't know. I can't see. Jazz, are you here? Okay. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to jump straight into the reading, starting with Monica. Hello, Monica. Good morning. How are you? Great to have you. Thank you so much for your super. Let's take a look here at what energies may potentially be unfolding here for you. Remember, Monica, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, for those of you who are looking for super chats, please keep an eye out. I will be doing a super chat today. So again, for those of you who are subscribers or members who are interested in super chats, I will be doing that later today. All right, Monica, let's see what's coming through here for you. What may be possibly unfolding? Intuitive friends, I should be seeing six thumbs up. Let's go. Give me some likes, because that lets me know that you are enjoying these free lives. All right, intuitive friends, let's see. Monica, let's see what may be possibly unfolding here for you. You have the Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Okay, now you are getting a super reading, so I'll be taking 3 tarot cards out. By the way, you do have the number 77 coming through as an angel number, so keep an eye out. You may also see angel number 55. Okay, 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. So you may see 7755, or maybe other angel numbers. All right, let's start with the 7 of Swords, okay, which is in the middle of this spread. 7 of Swords, there may be this energy where you may not be trusting a situation, circumstance, or event. This could also be you diving a little, kind of leaning in a little bit in regards to your own self-sabotaging towards your limited beliefs. Okay, could be your mind is trying to betray you, and I'm going to explain how this is coming in, where there may be some ideas or things that you are either accomplishing or wanting to accomplish. However, okay, especially with the Queen of Pentacles, all right, so there's this kind of business savvy type of energy, grounded, organized, ready to ensure that stability and security and growth. Okay, and there's this energy here where I am ready to, or I am already in the state of this maturity of putting in the patience and the hard work and reaping the rewards. But the Seven of Swords may be saying, well, giving you a little bit of self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Okay. But the Seven of Wands is saying here, take a stand. Don't allow false pretenses of your own self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs to carry you away into a state of overthinking where you are not sure about what you want to do in regards to the stability that you want to create or are creating. Okay. So it's like your mind is, in a way, going against what you're truly feeling passionate about. All right. If there is a confusion about something like this, then this is saying there is a definite need for you to ground your energy, Queen of Pentacles energy, ground your energy so that you're able to see past the self sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs and be able to see with the ability to tap into your inspiration, motivation, and drive and not allow yourself to be swept away by the sneaky thoughts of self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, or old patterns of behavior. Okay, whether it's the hamster on the hamster wheel, okay, getting on that critical, over analytical thinking. Why am I talking about thinking so much? Well, because you have swords energy. That's the mind. You got to be honest with yourself and say, okay, what is it about this idea or this project that is scaring me so much? And if it's an indecision, then you need to ask yourself, okay, well, where is my passion leaning me more towards? Okay. So if you're torn between two things, 7-7 here, okay, then it's asking you to figure out, to take a stand and look at something head on so that you know exactly where you're going to be adding that stability, connecting to that stability, creating that stability. Okay. So, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords with the Seven of Wands. And I feel that it's not just because it's two sevens, but the energy of the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands are coming in very much as an energy that's together. And this is, again, especially with the Seven of Wands energy, saying stand firm. Stand firm in whatever it is that you're trying to, or that you are currently working on or wanting to work on. Okay. You have the mastery and the balance of work, home, ambition, self-focused, grounded energy, and the resilience and patience. So here with the Seven of Swords is like, well, what is going on behind the scenes or in the back of your mind that's causing you to lose confidence in something here? All right. All right. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. By the way, intuitive friends, this message is for Monica. Monica is our member. Remember, I said one member, subscriber, member, subscriber. So, Monica, let's see here what's coming through for you. After Monica, we will have Little Cozy. All right, Monica, let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. And by the way, Monica has a super reading, which means it's going to take a little bit longer because there are more details. Caring connections, okay? Give yourself the self-love and self-care that you need in order for you to let go of this self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Because you're getting caught up in something here that is, in a way, either energetically or in other ways, lessening or dimming the stability of the Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. So connect with those who you trust, that you feel connected with, your social circle, your social network. Okay. Also, remember that I said not only 7 7 but 5 5. You do have the number 14. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Okay. So there may be some connections that may be changing within either your social circle, professional circle. Monica, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Let's give more clarity to the Queen of Pentacles. And that's common also when we level up, such as here with the Queen of Pentacles. When we level up, there are connections that end up kind of, losing their connection with us. Sometimes because we choose it that way, other times because the other person may choose it that way, or sometimes because of circumstances where the universe is saying you've outgrown this person, this connection, this mindset, and it's time to continue to level up. Because either that person or that connection or that relationship, whether it's casual, friends, family, loved ones, or romantic, may weigh you down and not allow you to continually leveling up, especially when unfinished business. Yeah, interesting. You have two things here that I'm talking about right now, especially in situations where you feel here that there was like something not fully completed. Okay, you got to let go of the storyline here that at times may be this residual storyline. Okay, if something no longer is part of your life, whether that be an opportunity, a situation, circumstance, event, or a person, the Queen of Pentacles is saying here that there are times where you feel like something was left open or unsaid or not done. There may be some tying up of loose ends here that may, like I said before, may be keeping you from really having and embracing that Queen of Pentacles energy at 100%. You see? So making sure that you're not too caught up in taking too much of mental inventory, that it makes you feel isolated, sad, confused, or drained. Now, I'll say it again because I said it at the top of the reading, and this is validation confirmation. What I said, you may see angel numbers 7 7 as well as 5 5. Here goes the 5, and here goes the other 5. Validation confirmation. This was at the first onset of these two cards. So it's like I'm psychic or something, right? So here we go. Okay, Monica. So let go of anything that you feel. And also, the energy of perfectionism. All right. You may be caught up too much in, especially with the 7 of Swords, thinking that things need to be perfect, and that kind of perfect, that perfect moment that doesn't exist. We create. There could be more favorable moments, or there could be more favorable, you know, times to do something, but it's never the perfect moment, okay? Or the perfect whatever. There's no such thing as perfect. All right, because we're not perfect. So there you go. So this Queen of Pentacles is just reminding you here of moments where you may lose your footing at times in regards to that Queen of Pentacles. So this is just giving me validation, confirmation, what I was picking up since the start of the reading. So making sure that you are focusing and making sure that you are balancing work, home, and time for yourself. Carrying connections. All right. All right, let's take a look. Give me more clarity here with the Seven of Swords. I want to know what this is about over here. Yeah, uncovering truths. You see, you may be creating, well, first of all, I want to talk about two things. First is about you, and then let's talk about, should this be at this moment in time connecting to something or someone else. But let's first talk about you. There may be some storylines, or there may be some, you get so caught up in your head, in your mind, and in your thoughts that you don't know, nothing makes sense. It's like there's more confusion in the more that you think and the more that you get caught up. Because the more you think and the more you get caught up, the more you create a narrative that's not supporting your Queen of Pentacles energy, which is why you're coming up as the energy of the Queen of Pentacles that may be unfolding, but you have unfinished symphony and orphaned orphaned right behind it. So there's a lot of energy here, and there's a lot that you are perhaps producing, creating, and doing in multiple areas of your life that are very much connected to bringing and reaping the rewards of your hard work. But then you're wondering, well, if I'm doing so well and I'm pushing things along, why aren't some things more quote unquote perfect or more put together? Or why do I feel so confused about X, Y, and Z? So, Monica, this is saying that the more that you are stressing about something, the more you get caught up in your head and your mind. You need to uncover, you need to take a look at what the reality is in regards to whatever it is that you're trying to create, produce, increase, or reap the rewards of. Because there's a little bit of this, like I said, creating a narrative that doesn't make sense, or that is based on fear, or it's based on, I'm not sure if I'm going in the right direction. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles is sure. She's stable. She knows that whatever decision she makes, she's thought about it carefully, practically. Okay? Remember, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, stable. They don't make decisions based on emotions. They make decisions based on common sense, rational approach, facts, and keep it moving. Okay. That's why sometimes people think that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, oh, you guys seem so, a stoic, or, like you don't have emotions. Yeah. Guess what? They do. It's just they don't allow that to interfere with whatever it is that they're creating. Queen of Pentacles. Another thing that I want to mention, which is the second message that came through earlier, which is carrying connections here, Monica, was that there may be some connections, people, situations, circumstance, events, whether it's people in your social circle, family, friends, loved ones, or work, that some tricky situation may be happening behind the scenes, right? That you may be picking up. You may be discovering or uncovering some type of information in this energy that may be unfolding, whether it's facts, whether it's your intuition. But because the Queen of Pentacles is more on reality and more based on earthly energy, it feels like there is something here that you may come across, some type of information that's going to make you realize that either someone or something that either was said to you in the past or recent past, or maybe crossing your path in this upcoming energy may not be as honest or as transparent as you have thought it was, or you thought that person to be. Okay, so there may be possible changes in connections that you have, whether it's casual, family, friends, loved ones, professional, member connections, or just the relationships that we have with others in general. There may be a potential or possible connection, friendship, or whatever, business partnership, whatever that may be. Okay, when I say business partnership, I'm not talking about romantic. I'm talking about how we interact with staff, especially if you are in a leadership position, or how you connect with colleagues or clients. There may be a parting of ways because of something that may be either discovered by you, or whether that's your intuition, or whether that's tangible proof of some type of either lack of transparency or something that has not been clear in some way, shape, or form. This could also be the closer and the more that you are in this Queen of Pentacles energy, the more you're going to end up losing people along the way who are not leveling up just like you. You see what I'm saying? We do lose people and friendships along the way as we get closer to our soul and soul purpose or life purpose. There are some connections that are meant to be forever, and then there are some connections that just aren't. Okay. One person is, you know, changes, has a different change of perspective, different work ethics here. And that could also be here. Because remember, the Queen of Pentacles is very focused on making things work, the diligence, the patience, the tenacity. So, especially if there is some type of issue here with someone who is compromising the workflow or a business deal, or, doesn't have the same work ethics as you have, and it places you in a position, especially if you are in a position in leadership at work or leading a team, a project, where you have to call someone out because of it. It may be something that the Queen of Pentacles is feeling kind of tricky on doing, because maybe the person, whether it's a friend, loved one, or whatever connection that this may be talking about in the near future, or that may be happening right now at this moment in time. So you feel kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But the Seven of Wands is saying here that you need to make sure that you stand your ground. So if there is something that you're feeling, seeing, or experiencing in any area of your life, whether it be work, home, self, if there is this energy where you feel like, you got to call someone out based on the work ethics or lack of work ethics, it may create a little bit of distance or friction between you and that other person. All right. So, again, two messages coming through here for you. All right. Let's give you more clarity here with the caring connections. Give me the light side of this reading, of this card. And you have two cards that popped out. So we're going to take both of them. Okay. The first one says, reap the rewards, abundance. Abundance flows. What did I say? Validation, confirmation. It's like I'm psychic or something, right? Look at that. Caring connections. I told you there are going to be connections that are going to be more on board and more connected to your life purpose, soul purpose. Those connections will continue to grow and to flourish. These are the people that are happy when you have glow ups. These are people that aren't jealous, or these are people who really are rooting for you. Okay. These are those connections. The ones that are not rooting for you, the ones that, you know, just amplify your self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, and throw you back into old patterns, those are not the caring connections we're talking about. So look at that. The ones that drain you, the energy vampires, the people who don't have the work ethics necessary to keep up and to co-create with you in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Next one, let's take a look at the yes, because I said light energy. It says, this is the real deal. Your efforts bear fruit. Validation confirmation on the top of the reading, where I talked about the Queen of Pentacles energy. You having your mastery of creating, okay, being in that Queen of Coins or Queen of Pentacles energy, but still having some type of, you know, situations that may try to pull you away from your Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, Monica? Monica, let's take a look at your last and final card. And then, of course, up next, little cozy, you're coming up next. Wow, what a beautiful reading here. You are in your glow up, moving forward, grounded energy of nurturing yourself. So this is good. Also with caring connections, remember, this is also talking about your own energy, you pouring into you. All right. So making sure that you are creating that work and self balance also, or home and self balance. Okay. Let's take a look at your last and final card, and then we're going to be jumping to the next reading, which is Little Cozy. All right, let's see. Last but not least, choosing your path. All is possible. Choosing your path. Remember that I said here there may be some choices in regards to connections or truths that you may need to really kind of dish out to either people, situations, circumstances, or events that you feel very much closely emotionally connected to. So I feel that there's this sense of like, you know, how do I deal with this situation in a way that's rational, you know, and in a way where, you know, there's a part of you that doesn't want to leave certain people or things behind because there may be some emotional ties, but this is you figuring out that the choices that you make and the choices that are going to be important for your life or soul purpose are choices here that you feel like, but that's the right thing to do. Or, you know what, even though I feel a certain way, Queen of Pentacles is saying, even though I feel a certain way, I understand that in order to create more security and stability, and in order to move in the direction of leveling up, I need to be practical and use my common sense. And that may rub some people the wrong way, but facts are facts, you see. And when you base certain things on facts and not just emotion, you get a clearer sense of, you know, how you're going to move or in which direction you're going to lean into moving towards. Okay, because 1 + 1 is equal to, you know, 1 + 1 is equal to 2. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how anybody feels about 1 + 1. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. But if I'm caught up into, well, you know, if I tell someone that 1 + 1 is equal to 2, they're going to feel bad. I don't know how they're, it doesn't lessen the fact that 1 + 1 is equal to 2. So there may be some situations where your leadership is going to be at the forefront. And that type of practicality is what is going to help you here be able to take a stand. 7 of Wands energy. Okay, so there you go. All is possible. So anything and everything that you may be trying to create is possible as long as you are sure. You see what I'm saying? This energy here is like, I'm unsure about something, or something isn't finished, or, I feel kind of leery about something. So the Queen of Pentacles is saying, in order for you to stand in your power, you gotta work on these energies here. Whether it be something that that you're dealing with, or something that's coming in your energy field. So again, choose your path wisely. That being said, Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share. Thank you so much for being a member on our membership tier. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, Monica, to please share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have Little Cozy. But first, before I jump into Little Cozy's reading, I want to welcome those of you who are joining for the first time. Welcome. For those of you who subscribed during this live stream, I want to say thank you. And those of you who are my subscribers as well as members, I want to thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. All that is down below, as well as in the chat. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your July readings. And if you're single, take a look at your singles readings, which reminds me, I got to work on the couples reading. I might actually work on that next. But intuitive friends, did I put something here that hold on a second. Okay. So intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your July readings. They're very in-depth in the month of July, because I wanted to, because Mercury retrograde, Neptune has gone on retrograde also. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the month of July, planetary shifts and things of that nature that may impact your astrological signs. And of course, all depends what placements you have those signs, right? So don't forget to take a look at those readings for July. And if you want extra information, well, it's easy. All you need to do is look at the bonus messages playlist. Everything is free. Once you get to the bonus messages playlist, take a look at your quarterly readings. Your quarterly readings will give you more information in regards to the third quarter of 2026. Okay? So, what does that mean? That means the readings that I did that were quarterly readings are going to give you possibly more information about July, August, September that you should just keep an eye out for. So if you want an in-depth reading, you're like, man, I would like a more in-depth reading, but I don't want to do a private reading. Well, guess what? The channel has a lot of information for you to kind of sift through and sort through. You just got to know where to look. Okay. So bonus messages. For those of you who are following the astrological calendar year, and those are those of you who begin your new year in March, as with Aries season, okay, then I also have a timeless pick a card reading focusing on the astrological calendar for 2026, and that's a pick a card, so you could take a look at that at the timeless pick a card reading. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's see what's going on over here. And good morning, Beverly. Great to see you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, calm, quiet weekends. Loving every moment of it. Thank you. Monica said, thank you. You're very welcome. And I see two beautiful roses. I'm happy that this resonated for you. Okay. Wishing you the best of luck as always, Monica. And thank you so much for being part of the membership tier, as well as your beautiful donation. Okay. Generous donation. Thank you so much. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Little Cozy. Hello, Little Cozy. Thank you so much for being here. After Little Cozy, if we don't have a member, another member, I should say, then Mandy is going to go next, then Tiger Dragon JK, Eve, and then Rowan G. Okay. All right. Little Cozy. Let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Little Cozy, let's take a look here at what may be coming through for you. What possible energy may be unfolding, or what your guys want you to know right now at this moment in time. I'm being called to shuffle again. So let's see. Couple readings. I'm going to be working on that later today. So those of you who want your couple readings for July, I was a little bit I'm a little bit late with the July readings since I was traveling. So I had to get myself back into the swing of things. All right, Little Cozy, let's see what your guys want you to know. The Fool card with the Hierophant. Okay, now remember, this is a quick little 5-minute reading, but you got the Fool card in the Hierophant. Okay, Hierophant, I call it the Hierophant, but anyway. So you have Uranus energy here with the Fool card. Uranus rules Aquarius. However, Uranus right now is in Gemini for the next 7 to 8 years. So you may be having or experiencing very deep shifts or shakeups, because Uranus is the planet of destroying the old in order for new beginnings to flourish. So you may be experiencing brand new beginnings. You may be experiencing either a new relationship or a new milestone or a new kind of leveling up in a connection. I'll talk about that in a minute. That could be romantic. If it's not romantic, it'd just be other connections, but I feel it's a little bit more on the romantic side. So we'll see what that may be talking here for you. I'll give you that in a moment. But here with the Fool card, you may even be in a situation, circumstance, or event where you may be feeling like you want to make a really big move. So that could be address. For example, changing to a new home, to a new address. This could be moving in with someone as well with the Fool card, okay? Or moving to a leveling up, so to speak. But I'll talk more about that in a minute. But the Fool card is the sense of really leaping into a direction that you feel very much called to, and you have faith that the universe is going to support you, that you may have taken the time to think about something rationally. I'm pointing here to the Hierophant because that has a lot to do. It is Taurus energy. Taurus energy is an energy that is stable and is secure. Tauruses take their time in order to make very big moves. Why? Because they look at every single angle from whatever it is that the move is talking about. So before they make a move, they make sure that they have all the information, that it makes sense, that they've researched it, and then they take their common sense, practical, rational approach to then make that move. So there could be here a lot of thinking about something, or actually literally planning or shifting in this new energy of starting something new, or an opportunity that may call of you the following. There may be a possible opportunity coming up or unfolding for you where your commitment is going to be the biggest focus or the main focus here. Okay. Hierophant, as I said, is ruled by Taurus, and the Hierophant is very much connected to making decisions based on your moral beliefs, your moral alignment, your belief system, okay? You're learning or committing to something because you feel it's right. You feel that this is what connects with your values and it connects with your faith. Now, if we're talking about here, um, a new beginning, and this is what I wanted to mention because this I feel is more connected to love. And the reason why I'm saying it's more connected to love is because the Hierophant, okay, and you can look this up. This is not just me saying this, okay? I'm not making this up from the clear blue sky. The Hierophant is known as one of the marriage card in tarot. So you may be moving into a new phase or a new level of commitment, whether that may be moving in with someone, whether that be engagement, whether that be marriage, whether that be some type of commitment where a new beginning or new life, new direction, new job, new households, new whatever, fill in the blank, may be very much talking about that energy here. Okay. Now, whatever this leap of faith in regards to connection is a commitment or a promise or a vow that no matter what may happen, you will be there and you are making or will be making that type of deep level commitment because the person shares your values, shares your spiritual moral beliefs, shares your belief systems, shares the way you view or feel about life. Okay. So there is some, in some way, shape, or form, whether it be in love, home, career, but there's going to be a lot of changes coming in for you. Okay. If you are in a location right now, I feel that by the next astrological new year, which begins March of 2027, there's going to be a shift here, whether it's work or career. It's like you're going to switch gears here. Okay. Let's see. So there's a lot of newness coming in. You have, look at that. What did I say? It's like I'm psychic or something, right? Some of those changes you're going to feel a little bit hesitant about, but you got to get out of your own way, okay? Woman holding the woman holding the heart, validation, confirmation. Like I said, you may be leveling up in a connection, in a partnership. All right? This could be marriage, or this could be living together, or this could be the next phase or um the next step, and you're not holding yourself back. You're really leaning and moving in a direction where you feel not only like there's a lot of potential of more commitment, more, you know, more stabilizing something, creating more security here for yourself in multiple areas of your life. All right, let's end this reading because remember it is a mini reading. So here you have answering the call. The time is now. Listen, this is telling you, remember what I just said 2 seconds ago. Remember that I said some of these changes are you're going to be like, yes, I've been waiting. I can't wait. Yay, yay, yay. Other changes and other new beginnings may feel a little bit scary but excited at the same time. So just know that what is meant for you will not pass you by. And if you are called to step up and to change home, opportunity, job, whatever this is saying, be careful what you wish for because you may be getting everything that you've been wishing for, and now is the time to start moving along and making those moves. Okay, So there you go. I hope these messages have been insightful. Drop a rose in the comment. I'm sorry, drop a rose in the chat. That lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Okay. All right. That being said, up next we have Mandy, unless we have a member waiting. If we have a member waiting, then the member will be coming up next. But first, intuitive friends, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, let us know so that we can give you a nice warm welcome. I always have a comment, or I should say a pinned message at the top of the chat. So if you're joining the chat, you should be able to see a pinned comment. Okay. Now, intuitive friends, I did write that the session was closed. No, I did write it, but I didn't pin it. So there goes me. All right. But the session is closed already. But if you missed it this time, no worries. Guess what? I will be back throughout the whole entire weekend, week, and so forth. All you need to do is make sure that you remain subscribed, because if you unsubscribe to the channel, you know what's going to happen? Well, the next time I come on, you're going to want to have a free reading, and then you're going to have to resubscribe and wait 5 to 10 minutes. And by the time you finally get your 5 to 10 minutes on wait or hold, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose an opportunity to get on the first come first serve list. So if you subscribe to the channel, don't forget to continue to turn on that notification bell and all alerts, and to still be subscribed to the channel so that when you get that alert, you hurry up and get yourself on the list. Okay. All right. I'll take a look if this made sense for Little Cozy. But if it doesn't, Little Cozy, always know that these messages may resonate at a later time. All right. So let's see what's coming through for, wait, hold on. Let's see what's going on in the chat first before I go anywhere. All right. Little Cozy dropped a rose. Thank you so much. It says, I'm ready to change location with current job and home. Yeah, that may be happening. That may be coming up between now and the next astrological new year. That may be coming up. But here's the thing. You're ready, and just know that you being ready is wonderful and fantastic. However, you don't know how it might come through. All right. It might push you to get out of your comfort zone. So that may feel a little bit uncomfortable because you have the person behind the gate. So just so you know that. You said also getting married. This, I'm telling you, it's like I'm psychic. What did I say about the Fool card and the Hierophant card together? Exactly that. Hierophant is marriage. So good luck. Great to see that. That was exactly the energy that came through in your reading. Looking forward to the couple's reading. Awesome. But the couple's reading is more general. The fact that the marriage or you getting married, plus the move that was coming through your messages here, was coming through your reading, this is talking about this being more specific to you. Okay, because this is a personal reading. So good luck on that. Very, very beautiful. Good luck on your marriage. Good luck on your new life, new beginnings. Okay. Very, very beautiful reading. All right. Up next, we have Mandy. Mandy 12 Love, come on down. Mandy 12 Love, come on down. Mandy 12 Love, thank you so much for being here. After Mandy 12 Love comes Tiger Dragon JK, then Eve, then Rowan G. Okay, so Mandy 12 Love, Tiger Dragon JK, Eve, and then Rowan G. Okay, all right. Let's take a look here. Mandy 12, love, what's coming through for you? Mandy 12, love, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's take a look here at what may be unfolding for you here in the bring that down. Okay, sorry, intuitive friends. Mandy, let's see what you guys want you to know. Reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, my dear. All right, let's see. There's lots going on. Mercury's in retrograde. Neptune is started its retrograde. It's just a lot of energy. But let's see what's coming through for you, Mandy. Mandy, 5-minute reading. You have the Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands. Something is feeling a bit out of sorts here for you. Seven of Swords could be talking about your own energy as well as someone else outside of your energy. Let's talk about your energy first, and then we'll look outward, okay? Seven of Swords energy. There may be some narratives or storylines that you are thinking that may not be true. You may be self-sabotaging or having some sort of old patterns of behavior or old patterns in general that you are attached to, or that are sneaking in and making you believe something either that may not be, if you're making an excuse, or if you're making excuses here, or there could be a situation, circumstance, or event happening externally, some external type of conflicts that you are having a lot of difficulty seeing through the reality of it or accepting the reality of something here. Okay? So Mandy 12 love, Seven of Swords in regards to you, all right? There may be some external opposition that you are feeling some type of way or creating some type of storyline if you are making excuses for something here, okay? So let me give you an example, and this may not be the case, okay? I'm just giving you an example. So let's say you have a partner and you're having conflicts and whatever, okay? And you see the signs, symbols, you see the signs, or you feel that there are signs of, for example, some type of betrayal or lack of transparency. And you're turning a blind eye because for whatever reason, okay? So it's like you creating or believing the excuses someone else is telling you about something because there's a lot of arguments or tension. So you're like riding the wave or coasting a situation. Now, this is if it's you in a situation, circumstance, or event, this is your energy. If it's external, there could be someone in your energy field here, Mandy, who is not being as honest as they should be. All right? They're not. They're keeping something away or they're hiding something, whether it's their feelings, their thoughts, and it's more like thoughts because we're talking about swords energy, their feelings or their thoughts about something. And the reason this person either may be not telling you and not sharing and not being vulnerable is because either one or two things. They're afraid that it's going to cause more tension and arguments and misunderstanding, or there is this energy here where this person is literally being deceptive, has secret actions that they're doing behind your back, and that's what's causing the arguments, the chaos, and the misunderstandings between you and this person. Now, This could be in any area. It could be in your love life. It could be with work. It could be with family. It could be with your best friends, your children, whatever, whomever. This could also be, instead of a who, it can be a what. There could be a situation, circumstance, or event, company, organization, work, whatever it is, where someone here is being deceptive. Okay? They're being deceptive. They're not coming, excuse me, they're not coming clean with something that needs to be discussed or said. And that is causing some type of external or internal conflict within you. All right. If it's not conflict, it could be competition. You could be competing here for a position and not even know it, or attention here if it's a relationship. So you're competing with someone's attention and it's causing some sort of tension here. But the Seven of Swords is deceptive energy. It is a state of being manipulated in some way, shape, or form, whether you consciously may be aware of it or unconsciously. But there's not a common ground here. Okay. If it's a person, there are issues here. Okay. Because someone is not being honest, or someone is not looking at something with an honest reality check type of look. You have here strategy. If you find yourself in a situation, circumstance, or event, Mandy, where either you or someone else needs to come clean in something, or something is being hidden, this is the time for you to take time to clear your mind, okay? And be more strategic. And instead of embracing the Seven of Swords energy with the Five of Wands energy, you turn that energy around and embrace the King of Swords energy, which is detaching from your emotions, intellectually thinking about the rational, logical, balanced decision that needs to be made, or that you need to clearly sift through, so that when you do sit down and have an open conversation or make a decision, you are talking direct, honest, and you're not being swayed by your emotions. Okay? Because the King of Swords energy is straightforward. It makes decisions. It doesn't allow this energy to rule its world or to dictate how they're going to move in something here. Okay? So this is talking about paying attention to some sort of strategy. And you see that it has a feather there. Feather is a symbolism for birds. Birds are a symbolism for messages, communication. So communication is going to be key here in how you're going to figure something out or make a decision. But strategy is going to be needed. You got to figure out how you're going to go about this. Okay? Because there's something that isn't too on the up and up here. Okay? First light, beginning a new cycle. Look at that. You may be even thinking about, in this upcoming energy, of letting go of either this person, the situation, the circumstance, or event. Whether you're admitting it to yourself or not, there's something about this situation here, Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands, that you want to break free from in some way, shape, or form. So beginning a new cycle. Beginning a new cycle is letting go of the old and starting something new. All right. So there may be some decisions that may be coming up for you, Mandy, or there may be some situations where you're, especially if you've been coasting in something for a while because you've just been sitting on it. Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. So it's going to push and pull energetically for you to have to break out of the situation. So it's either going to get worse or it's going to get more challenging for you to stay in this energy, and it's going to push you or make it so uncomfortable that something here is going to have to give and a new cycle is going to be needed. All right, whether you choose it or not, that's how it's coming across. All right, Mandy 12 Love, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Obviously you are, but remain subscribed to the channel here. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. All right. Up next, we have Tiger Dragon. Tiger Dragon JK, you are up next. But before I jump into Tiger Dragon's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, welcome. Welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. Thank you so much for being here today. For those of you who joined or subscribed, I want to say thank you. By the way, that was the 9 of coins. Who's up next? Tiger Dragon? 9 of Pentacles was coming up for you. We'll see what that means in a moment. That may be relevant. So yeah, intuitive friends, if you subscribe to the channel, I want to say thank you. For those of you who are my members, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Thank you for your membership. And for those of you who are my subscribers who give back to the channel in the ways that you can, I want to say thank you to you as well. Don't forget, intuitive friends, to take a look at your July readings. Okay, July readings are posted up already. I will be doing a super chat live today. I might do the super chat right after this. So if you're interested in a super chat, remember, my super chats are $9.99, and the super chats are only for super chats. Okay, so I'm not doing super chats here. But if you want to extend your reading, please feel free to do so just by dropping a donation. All right, that being said, Mandy, I hope these messages resonated for you. And if they don't resonate now, they may resonate in the near future. Tiger Dragon said, I sent a super chat. Don't know why it's not showing. I don't know either. It's not coming up. Let me see. Let's refresh it and see. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know. No, it's not coming up. Check to see why that may not, check to see on your end to see why that didn't come up. It could be like, maybe, I don't know, the card you used or something like that. I don't know. Hello, Shatira. You made it in time, my dear, because guess what? Did you come in before? No, you didn't. This is a new list. Shatira, you're coming up next right after Tiger Dragon, because you are a member. So you're right after Tiger Dragon, okay? So Shatira, thank you so much for being here, my dear. No, Tiger Dragon, I'm not getting anything at all. Don't know what's going on. But let's jump into your reading. All right. Let's jump into your reading. Intuitive friends, I don't know if you can see it, but before you get on the chat, you see it says closed session. The only people that should be like, is there an opening, are my members, because my members, sometimes I don't write that there's a space for membership, because then it's like, then people get confused with their spaces in the subscribers list. But yeah, that's weird. Okay, so what I'll do, Tiger Dragon, is I'm gonna give you a super reading regardless. Okay, no, I don't know what's going on with that. I have no clue. There have been issues with YouTube from the content creators, and like things that are affecting content creators, not YouTube subscribers. So maybe there's a glitch. No worries. I'm going to give you a super reading. All right. So no worries. All right. Intuitive friends, the session is closed, but if you missed it, no worries. You can come back at another time. Okay. All right. Six of coins. Wait, hold on. Because my phone is flashing and I'm like, what's going on? No, you need to get it first. Mercury is doing its thing. It sure is. It sure is. By the way, you got the Six of Coins coming through. All right, so then I'll hold off on that. We'll figure that out. I'll check on my end as well. Don't worry. It's, I'll put here a question mark here on the asterisk, which means question mark here to double check what's going on with that. All right, so I'll give you just a 5-minute reading then, but I'll keep my eye out on that. All right, Six of Coins. Beautiful energy imbalance. The energy that is surrounding you or maybe unfolding right now is, what your value is in connections, in partnerships, in friendships, with friends, family, loved ones, with what you do on, on your day to day. Your generosity, your ability to give and take is positive, it's generous, and is one that you need to ensure that is not one-sided, okay? What I'm also getting here, especially with the Six of Pentacles or the Six of Coins, is there may be some sense of you sharing resources with others and or others sharing resources with you. It could be you sharing resources with others, whether it's advice, suggestions, money, time, love, you name it, whatever the resource may be that you value, you giving it to other people, and the universe noticing that you are being a good person and it's giving you something in return in a different way. So it's as if the more generosity you're giving others just because you want to, okay? It's not because you're expecting anything in return, just because you want to, is being returned to you tenfold, all right? So there's a sense of like the universe being able to see that you're caring for others, your equal give and take is something that is genuine, and you're kind of in a way, I'm hearing here something about an opportunity or some like improvements in something as a result of how you've been there for other people. That's exactly how I just got that. So let's see what else is coming through. Tower. Shake up with the Three of Coins. Listen carefully. Six of Coins, beautiful energy. Six of Pentacles. Make sure that you are not overgiving with people or situations that are not valuing you. Okay? So the universe sees like, wow, you're giving, you're helping, you're doing, the kind actions, but make sure you're not overextending to people that, or a situation or people that may not may be undervaluing you, where you are pouring into either someone or something, and not only is it that they may be undervaluing you, but here, Tiger Dragon, it may be more one-sided than anything else. All right, now Tower with the Three of Pentacles. So this could be a kind of pay attention type of energy where the universe is saying, pay attention. Yes, you're doing the right thing. We're helping you here. Okay, the universe is helping you here. But just keep in mind that there may be a situation, circumstance, or an event that may be coming up, either with friends, family, loved ones, or in work, where there may be a lack of someone working with you. Either they're not as committed to something, either there is this sense of, one-sidedness here, but there is some sort of friction between a situation, circumstance, or event and suddenly realizing here that either there's a lack of interest, someone could be very uncommitted to something, they're not playing fairly, or they're not working as a team. And just make sure that you're not over giving to either the person or the situation that this may be talking about, or because I'm hearing settling, the dust settling, or if this may have happened already, just keep an eye out, because there may be someone here trying to get back into your good graces after they've crapped all over a situation, circumstance, or event. You know what I mean? And they're coming back because they're like, oh, maybe, by saying sorry or apologizing is going to gain them access. Now, as I always say, forgiveness, that's understood, but forgiveness doesn't mean access to you. So just make sure, especially because we are in Mercury retrograde all the way to the ending of July, to the it says the 23rd, but there's always a week more that you got to give it, because the dust has to settle. But yeah, that's how this is coming across here. Just keep an eye on a situation, because it's as if, and I'm just going to, it's as if the universe is saying, because we see how much of a good person you are, give you that heads up on something here. Okay, it's like either they want to avert a situation, circumstance, or event that may create a big shakeup in your world, or this happened already and they are just kind of saying, just keep it in the back of your mind here in regards to what may be following up. The world, one chapter is closing, another one is opening up for you. All right, now this is the world card in the oracle deck, but the world card in the tarot is ruled by Saturn. And it's as if I'm psychic or something, right? Because that's basically what I just said here in regards to the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. You got to be aware of someone who either will possibly, or a situation that may possibly, shake something up, make you realize or see something, okay, about someone, about a team, about someone that you care about someone who works with you, about fill in the blank. And it's as if, even though this disaster may be averted, is to remind you here to just keep an eye out for this possible situation, circumstance, or event. Mercury in retrograde does bring people, situation, circumstance, or event sometimes emotionally for you to clear them, mentally for you to clear them, maybe sometimes physically, as the situation or the person could come right back. And the world card here with Saturn, remember, Saturn is the planet of being known as the toughest teacher. So there may be some important lessons here that may be kind of floating around during this Mercury retrograde, where the Six of Pentacles is saying, just keep your chin up here. And again, don't allow yourself to be pulled into situations here that caused limitations or blockages in the past or recent past, or may have created some type of hardship, because you are expanding and opening your time is about expansion and leveling up. It's not about dealing with these shenanigans over here. All right, Tiger Dragon JK, let's see what else is coming through for you. Great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. You have two cards here where one person is looking on the boardwalk at the ocean. For example, symbolism here of the next horizon, or the horizon, the next step, moving forward. Okay. And then you have here, Tiger Dragon, great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. And there is this beautiful energy that is unfolding around you, talking about moving out of past situations, circumstances, or events, getting that out of your, or clearing that, as this is showing here, it's clearing, and you focusing more on what your next steps are, or how you want, not how so much, but what steps do you want to take in order for you to embrace a new chapter, a new beginning, a new cycle that is being led by your passion. You see, it says adventure there. That's giving me this energy. I'm getting here. First of all, I'm getting Sagittarius energy. That's number one. I don't know why that may be the case. This may be something coming up later this year. But adventure always comes through energetically for me as like fire energy, like being bold, taking risks, obviously ones that make sense and are common sense, obviously, but moving forward in a situation, or moving forward on a decision, but the moving forward is going to be based on how you feel about it. But it's not so much about feeling as it is about the passion that you have towards it. Okay, the fire, the passion, the drive. Okay, that's what's going to make you feel like, yes, I want to step out and take that opportunity or make those changes. All right, Tiger Dragon, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your generosity. Haven't gotten anything yet, although I do want to mention here, Tiger Dragon, that for whatever reason, I'm seeing here, because I just looked, because I see the big teal. Shatira just did a super reading here. I don't know if she did a super sticker or a super chat, but that came through. So I don't know what may be going on there. But Shatira, thank you so much. So again, Tiger Dragon, just giving you a heads up on that. I don't know what may have occurred there. Tiger Dragon, I hope these messages have resonated. Please drop a rose in the comment section. Or if it didn't, if you find out it didn't come through, just come meet me later, because I will be doing super chats. Okay? I'm going to be doing super chats today. And chances are it's going to be right after this reading here. So just giving you a heads up on that. All right, intuitive friends. Thank you so much, Tiger Dragon JK. Tiger Dragon JK, thank you for dropping by and stopping by. Up next, we have Shatira. Shatira is part of our membership tier. Shatira, I hope you were able to see that demo that I did. I put it in the membership, for members only. That means everyone, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So I did a demonstration about that spell jar. So hopefully you've been able to see it. And I also listed the materials as well, especially the materials that I was talking about that's kind of difficult to get your hands on. I try to put as much or as many materials from that on that description box. So take a look at that, Shatira, if you haven't done so already. But first, intuitive friends, I want to say welcome to those of you who are visiting for the first time. For those of you who actually subscribed to the channel while I've been on the live, I want to say thank you. For those of you who are my subscribers and members, welcome back, and thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. As you know, I am doing 5-minute mini readings. If you want to amplify your own personal reading, get more time, get more decks, and get more clarity and more details, well, all you need to do is drop a super sticker or a super chat. Remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, let's jump to the next. See, like this froze here. So all I have is Shatira. Shatira, by the way, thank you so much for your super. You're coming up next. I gotta reload this because it's frozen. It's frozen in time. Mm-hmm. Yes, the second message about this already happened, just hit me. I just got a notification that my super chat was returned to my card. Totally weird. There you go. Thank you. Your messages always resonate with me. Also, my Venus is, wait, hold on. Let's see what's going on. By the way, Neptune is on retrograde. My Venus is in Sag. Oh, interesting. Intuitive friends, Eve, thank you for letting me know that yes, you are correct. Okay, that you're still here, because I was just gonna make a suggestion. Oh, not a suggestion, but say the following. Because Shatira is a member, she's gonna come in now. She has a super reading. That means it's gonna take a little longer. However, okay. However, right after Shatira, Ava, you're up next. Okay, Eve underscore J, you're going to be next. Okay. Then after Eve, we have Rowan G. All right. So Shatira first, she has a super reading. So that's going to be a little longer. Then comes Eve underscore J, and then Rowan. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Eve, for asking that question, because I was just about to clarify that. Okay. Yes, you are right after Shatira, because Shatira is a member. All right, my dear? All right. Remember, members, and I mean, I'm always fair with that, because I could just say members are gonna go first, and then it's gonna be subscribers. But I don't do that. I give that kind of equal balance. One member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber. Okay, that's part of the tier one membership for those of you who are interested in finding out. Okay. All right, Shatira, welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for being part of the membership tier. Hopefully, Shatira, you were able to take a look at the member event. I did a member live event for membership for those who are members in tier number one, tier number two, or tier number three. Hopefully, you've been able to take a look at that, and all the products and materials are listed in the description box. All right, Shatira, thank you so much for your membership. And let's jump straight into your reading here. Now, you have a super reading as well. So you got two things going on. Thank you for your generosity. And let's see what's coming through here. What may be unfolding for you in your super reading? Remember that these messages, Shatira, are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what's coming through. Right after Shatira, we have Eve underscore J. Okay. All right. Shatira, let's see what's coming through for you. Now, you do have a super reading, so I'm gonna pull out an extra card here in the tarot. So you have the Seven of Wands. What is up with the Seven of Swords with the Four of Wands? This Seven of Swords has been coming out in various readings. Well, you know what? That makes a lot of sense, because Neptune is in retrograde. Neptune is in retrograde, and Mercury is in retrograde. So there's a lot of things. Okay. All right. Let me tell you exactly what this means for you. Seven of Swords here, Shatira. There is some sense of false pretenses here in regards to something connected either to someone who's a Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. What do I mean by that? There may be someone or a group of people. Okay, it could be a person or a group of people, because I'm getting here with the Four of Wands. Okay. There could be a person, a situation, a circumstance, event, an environment, or this could be your love life. This could be your career. This could be with friends, family, loved ones, however that may resonate for you. But the Seven of Swords is this energy of someone being deceptive, or someone or something not being as transparent as either they should be, or some type of secret manipulative energy happening around you, whether you may know about it consciously or may be picking up some type of energy, like gut level feeling on someone or something. Okay, so that is talking about this energy on the external. If we're looking at the Seven of Swords here internally, this could be you getting caught up with self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, you getting caught up here with not being able to see something clearly for what it is. And there may be a possible either connection, Four of Wands, or a friendship here, or a community or group of people that you are not seeing something as clearly as you should. There may be some self sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs connected to either this person, this group, or the situation. All right. So this is talking about you being able to see or to tap into your own energy, especially if there's something here that you're passionately interested in and you've been kind of caught up on the should I, shouldn't I, or you've been caught up here with the Seven of Swords in the overthinking of that. Okay, overthinking of that move or overthinking of that situation, or you're not seeing all the facts. So you may be very, very interested and inspired, and there's a deep desire here for you to move towards something, to move towards a new path, to move towards a new journey, whether that's with a person or whether that's individually. And the Seven of Swords is saying, are you looking at something for what it truly is? Or are you caught up with just the emotion or the desire or the passion or the drive of wanting to hurry something up without getting all the information or without really seeing the smoke and mirror type of energy here with the Seven of Swords? Okay. So, of course, I'm going to give more focus and more details on that in a few minutes. But I am going to move it away. I do feel that the Seven of Swords is kind of its own lonesome energy there. It is in between the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords. So there is this energy of something blocking some type of stability that you are looking for or that you may be in, whether that be a relationship or whether that be a connection or whether that be a supportive group of people, whether that is something about maybe even an invitation here. So you may want to move towards someone or an event and you kind of have your kind of, I'm not sure. Okay, so that's how this is coming across. Of course, I'm going to give you more messages in regards to that, but let's keep giving you more details. You may even be hesitating here in regards to going out with someone or saying yes to something because you feel something is not quite right. Your intuition may be right here, but again, don't allow your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs to keep you from something that could possibly or potentially be here a great opportunity. So it all depends where your energy is at. If you are in this energy of being like super preoccupied and kind of in a way looking at an old checklist and using an old checklist based on fear, concern, and jaded energy or resentment, and then looking at new opportunities with that old checklist. This is talking about, that's what that self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs is talking about here with the Seven of Swords. Okay, because there's a clouded type of judgment, or there's a part of you that is afraid to allow yourself to move in a direction that may seem quite stable with the Four of Wands, but you may be getting in your own way. Okay, especially if you are in a situation right now where you feel you're not getting a lot of clarity. This is what this is talking about, or a situation that may be unfolding for you at a later time. That's what that Seven of Swords is saying. It's saying be careful. It's saying be aware, okay? Because there could be a lack of transparency here, or some type of secret, or something that someone doesn't want you to know, or you secretly self-sabotaging yourself. All right, let's take a look here, Shatira. What else is coming through for you? Community. You got community twice, by the way. And door to romance. Okay, this is about your love life. This is about your love life, whether you are in a connection, in a friendship, or whether you are single. There is someone around in your energy field or in your circle. Either you are already seeing this person or you're thinking about seeing this person. And again, take what resonates. Don't allow your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs to get the best of the situation. That could be particularly, and I feel like I'm being repetitious, but it's coming up again. There could be here a really good opportunity where you're being invited to get out of your comfort zone, or you're being invited to move in a new direction, or you may be thinking, especially here with the Page of Wands. Pages are about the novice energy. Yes, it's about messages, but it's also the novice energy. There could be an age difference here, or a level of maturity that's a little bit different here between you and someone else. I am getting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I am getting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Swords and Wands energy. Page of Wands, you want something different. You want to pivot in a new direction. There is a sense of self-discovery here that you're feeling, or starting to feel a little bit more open to moving towards. You may be passionate about it. You may be starting to think about it. Okay. You may be getting sign, symbol, synchronicities from the universe, kind of saying, hey, listen, you're being supported in this next move, connected to something that is very meaningful to you in your heart, or something that is very valuable to you. All right. Four of Wands is getting to know new people, and don't allow things from the past to self sabotage you. This is also talking about don't feel hesitant to ask either people or person, or I feel that this is connected to your love life, especially if you're getting to know someone. Don't be afraid to ask the important questions, because there could be here a possible probability that someone is not going to say something, or come clean about something, or tell you about something, and it may have been connected to their past committed connection, whether it was that they were married or engaged before, or they lived with someone, or or how that breakup, separation, or divorce may have occurred. And also, don't be afraid to double check if that person is divorced, okay, or is really out of a connection, because the Four of Wands is the marriage card in tarot, is one of them anyway. So again, you're moving in a new direction. Don't be afraid to just check someone out. I always say running a background check is one of those things that people need to do nowadays, because you don't know what people's shenanigans are all about. Okay. So there you go. All right. So there we go. Now let's get you more clarity here. Let's find out what what this Page of Wands or Four of Wands is about. I feel here that there's some sort of like exciting situation, um, moving in this place of where you're like, yeah, I'm opening the door to romance, but I'm not running out and chasing it. Um, you're a little bit hesitant on that. Don't be. I feel here that, especially with the Page of Wands, it's asking you to, really, you know, radiate the energy of passion, confidence, and let's see what the future unfolds for you here type of energy, especially with the Four of Wands. If you're looking for a committed partnership, or a committed situation, don't be afraid to ask those important questions, because there could be a false situation here with the Seven of Swords. Okay. Page of Wands with Four of Wands. Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so there could be something coming up around that time season, or a person that is connected to those signs, or maybe even your own, um, what you call it. You see, poised. Look at the confidence this fairy has. It's like taking a leap of faith, like I said, with the door to romance. It's like you're opening the door, but are you coming out and stepping out and saying, all right, let me really move with a sense of kind of, let's see what the future unfolds here for you. Okay. So poised is this energy of confidence, is you being ready. All right. By the way, you have the angel number 33. All right. So you have the angel number 33. See, poised. All right. So you have poised, and you have and you have new life. So yeah, something new. But you got to take a leap forward. I told you. I told you. Yeah. You're ready for a new, turning over a new leaf. If you've been in a situation where someone has been showing you some type of lack of transparency, it's time for you to make a decision to do whatever it is that you're being called to do. But if it's not in alignment to what you are wanting, expecting, or uh, wanting in your love life, then, if you need to make moves, don't be afraid to make those moves. Whoo, something just flipped over the moment I shuffled. Family ties. If it's not in your love life, this could be talking about family or friends. All right, this could be talking about your social circle, friends, family, loved ones, someone here masking, lying, cheating, not being transparent. And if you need to set the record straight in regards to, if, whatever this is, it says family dynamics are influencing whatever this Seven of Swords is talking about here. All right. If it's not family or friends, I'm telling you, it feels like it's your love life, though. I still feel it's your love life. And there may be, ooh, wow. Okay, I see. Okay, hold on a second. There could be family values, not values. I'm getting family issues, patterns, dysfunctions, family traumas, wounding from your childhood that you may be carrying with you in every single connection, consciously or unconsciously. So you need to take a look at what is your pattern when how you are moving in your love connections and in your connections with friends and just in love. Because and I say friendship because usually we start getting to know someone as a friend first, but there is this energy here where there's a belief system or a self-sabotaging thought or limited belief or thought pattern that may stem from the time that you were a child, that you are moving it with you throughout your connections in your love life, that you need to really take a conscious look at what that may be. So whether it's mother wounding, father wounding, whether it's fear of abandonment, whether it's being overly critical because there's a fear connected to that, or whether it's someone that you may be interested right now or in a connection with now or in the future, for you to find out how their connections are with their families or and their friends. Because the and I'm telling you, I've learned this from experience. If you are not meeting someone's parents, siblings, cousins, whatever, no matter what excuse they're giving you, there's probably a reason here. Do you see what I'm saying? And if, I'm just saying, trust me, because I went through that. You could, if you're in a connection with someone for all that time and you haven't met their parents, their sibling, someone connected to their family, you need to ask what's going on. What's that connection with family here that this person may have issues with that they don't want you to know? Yeah, the truth of things. It says someone will speak their unfiltered truth. If they don't speak it, this is talking about you asking the important questions in order for you to uncover it. Okay? So don't get too wrapped emotionally with someone unless you're very clear about where they stand on important values, Four of Wands, on the important values that are important to them. You don't have to share all of yours because you don't want the mimicking effect. You don't want the person to start pretending that they have the same values as you. But when you're asking those important questions, you can find out what their position is in life. Okay? So here with the Four of Wands, stand firm in whatever it is that your belief systems are connected to. All right, let's take a look at the light side. It says winging it, nest egg, something to crow about. Look at that. Something is flourishing, expanding. That is a hen with her eggs, her nest egg. All right. So, in order for those eggs to hatch, you got to give it time. In order for you to know someone truly, you got to give it time. You got to ask those important questions. Okay. With time, something grows. As something grows, you're able to see patterns, not only the other person's pattern, but also patterns that you may still need to heal within yourself and patterns that are not allowing you to pivot in a new direction. Okay. So I do feel that there is this beautiful energy of an unfolding for you. Okay. But there are important dynamics here at play that you need to make sure that you're not only clear about, look at that, clear about, that just popped out by its own, but also make it clear by asking the right questions and doing the right cross checking and all that so that you can understand where someone is coming from or or even where you're coming from in regards to any self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. You have impasse. It says reflect and redirect your energy. I said this from the top of the reading, and you just saw I'm not cherry picking. I shuffle the cards right in front of the camera. This is exactly what I was talking about, that Seven of Swords with the family ties and unfiltered truth. Validation, confirmation, stepping into your power. You are strong beyond your measure. Like I said, Page of Wands with the Four of Wands, you hold your ground in the things that are valuable to you, things that are important to you. However, do take a look at what patterns, mother wounding, father wounding, abandonment issues, dysfunctional situations that we all experienced during our childhood in some way, shape, or form, and see how that may be shaping your connections with others. Okay. It doesn't mean you have to give people 10,000 chances. So don't feel bad if someone is not aligned to your ideals, values, or your important, the things that you want to set strong foundations in. Well, just, keep it moving with the Page of Wands. Don't be afraid to pivot direction. It's better to pivot in a pivot direction Like they say, a stitch in time saves nine. It's better to do it early than later, because then things get more emotionally complicated. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Up next, we have Eve. Eve, welcome back. You are up next, but first, intuitive friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box. All those links are down below. Intuitive friends, I want to say thank you for those of you, or to those of you who subscribe to the channel today. Thank you so much for being part of the Lexa Tarot family. I look forward to having you here on the 5-minute mini readings that I do on my channel for my subscribers as well as for my members. Now, this is a first come first serve type of reading. So, in order for you to maximize your chances in getting a free 5-minute mini reading, which sometimes it's a little longer, this one was substantially longer because there was a super chat or a super sticker. Okay. But if you are interested in becoming a member and taking part in these 5-minute mini readings for entertainment purposes only, then all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and your notification alerts manually. You got to do that manually. And then every time, either when I have new content, or when I have new content, or when I am coming and doing a live, you're going to be notified. All right. So it's easy as that. Everything is free here on the channel. If you want more, then that's something different. But other than that, you're more than welcome to pass by. Now, is it sometimes a little bit, challenging to get on the list? Yeah, sometimes it is, because there's, as you see, I do have a lot of subscribers. So again, maximizing your chances is just making sure that you have your bells. Okay. And I do try to make it very fair for everyone. So this new list is going to last quite a while, because that is going to give a lot of subscribers and members opportunities to be, to get at least a free 5-minute reading here on the channel. Okay. So for those of you who are going to be like, why is it that you haven't changed the list for 2 weeks? I just changed it, by the way, on the 10th. So until maybe towards the end of the month, I'm not going to change it again. So that gives everyone a chance to come and partake. All right, intuitive friends. Shatira, I hope those messages resonated for you. If they don't right now, they may resonate at a later point in time. Thank you so much for your generosity. And of course, I look forward to seeing you soon. Intuitive friends, for those of you who are interested in my super chat readings, that is coming up right after this reading. Okay, so don't miss out on that. And that's going to be $9.99. Okay, so just giving you a heads up on that. All right, up next we have Eve. Hello, Eve. Welcome back. You are next. Let's jump into your reading. Eve, I want to say thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. Thank you for your patience. And let's see here what your guides want you to know for entertainment purposes only, or what may be coming up here possibly for you, as in what may be possibly unfolding. Now, remember, Eve, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what energy may be unfolding for you in the near future, or what may be unfolding now. Eve _J. Let's see what's coming through for you. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. With the 8 of Wands. Nice. Okay. Nice energy. Okay. Feels like you are in a moment here, Eve, where things are shifting in an energy where, number one, it's going to be super important for you to stay and maintain optimism, okay? Because Wheel of Fortune, I always say, first of all, the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. That's number one. Number two, Jupiter is known as a planet of good luck and expansion. However, Jupiter is going to expand the energy that you are in at the moment that you're getting the Wheel of Fortune card. Okay? So if you are in an energy of optimism, if you are in an energy of, really being connected to your inspiration, your passion, and your drive, and you're just like, yes, I'm ready. I'm surrendering to the process of things unfolding for me. I'm doing my due diligence. I'm being persistent. I'm putting in the effort because nothing comes out of nothing. Okay. Then this energy is saying you are giving or being shown an opportunity or being given a chance to start a cycle where destiny, fate, the ethereal creator, or an opportunity may be coming in your direction. And that is a positive one. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are in the energy of being optimistic, energetic, passionate. If you're not, then shift it, because the Wheel of Fortune is going to give you more of what you are, not of what you wish, of the energy that you are possessing at this moment in time. Eight of Wands. There may be some sort of opportunity coming in from far. That's number one. That could be a message, an email, a conversation, a person. This could be an opportunity that you've been waiting for quite some time, maybe an opportunity that you don't even see coming, because Eight of Wands is the rapid shift or the rapid momentum. It's momentum creates momentum. And sometimes in life, we're like, well, why isn't something moving for me? Well, what energy, not just effort, but what energy are you putting into whatever it is that you want to develop? Energy is creativity, it's being proactive, it's finding new strategies, new ways to create movement in something, whether even if it's a little bit of movement. And I always like to give the example of what that momentum creates momentum, which I do say a lot here on the channel, and that is, here's my desire. This is symbolism. Here is my wishes, desires. Here is whatever I'm working. Here is what I want, right? Unless I hit this ball and hit it with some energy, it's not going to move. So momentum creates momentum is the energy of pushing something forward, not in an aggressive way, but more of an assertive, confident way, will slowly but surely move and level up. But you need to create that movement. So, Eight of Wands, there's a shift. There could be an alignment coming up for you, especially with this Wheel of Fortune. All right. There could be an improvement. There could be some sense of you feeling back into the flow. There are circumstances in your life that are now either getting into alignment, or there could be some ideas, focus, projects, wishes, things that you've been working on that may create some type of movement. All right, that may be taking off for you. Now, I do want to mention that the Eight of Wands also talks about relocation. There may be something here that you are thinking about relocating, whether it's relocating your finances from one section to another section, whether it's relocating homes to a different city, town, state, country, whether it's relocating job, okay, relocating your job, or relocating from one company to another, or moving up. Eight of Wands is the movement, okay? So something that was on hold or in a delay could be now gaining some type of momentum. Eve, let's see what else is coming through for you. This is beautiful. Something is shifting. If you're not in this energy now, it's possibly here unfolding for you. You are the magician. You are the creator of your destiny. Like I said, with that example that I was showing here with the little amethyst ball, okay? You want something to take shape, then what tools, resources, talents, skills, and abilities you have, okay, that you can use and be resourceful and use to move something forward. What untapped potential you may have within yourself that you're not fully embracing, that you need to take a look at and release and create and do your due diligence or put something into action so that you can bring it closer to reality. Now, this magician card is a magician in this oracle deck, but remember, this could also be influenced by the magician card in tarot. And the magician card in tarot says, as above, so whatever it is that you're hoping, wishing, desiring, manifesting, praying for, as below, meaning the earthly realm. And who's in the middle of that as above, so below? The magician. So you have the ability, the talent, the potential to use those resources that you have available. And if you feel that you need more resources, then you have the ability to get your hands knowledge or put yourself in an action or in a momentum type of energy to gain resources such as knowledge, people who are experts in something, you doing your due diligence, researching, um, gaining more access to other resources, okay, and people and things like that. So you have the ability to do all of that, all right? And if you've been doing that, then this reading is telling you it's going to take you in a really good direction. You're going to be seeing some type of improvement, but it's not just because you wished it, it's because you also are working towards it and putting your passion, drive, and action. That is why you see here the little stars here showing as above, the celestial, the ethereal, as above, so below. Red, yang energy, action, drive, and movement. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Now, this is a 5-minute mini reading, but let's see. I know I went a little over on that time there, but I wanted to explain this to you. And look at that rejuvenating rain. Clear the past and heal the present. So if you've been wondering, why isn't something moving in the direction that I want? Number one, it's because you may have an expected outcome. You cannot have an expected outcome with the Wheel of Fortune, because expected outcomes is that you're expecting something to come at the time that you want, the way that you want, the way that you feel it should, and that's not what this is about. Okay? If you want something for your highest good or your best interest, then you need to have faith that the universe is co-creating with you and will give you the opportunities, okay? Or bring, whether the opportunity is a person, is, however that may come, but it's for you to believe here that that's possible. So you got to clear either the energy or this kind of like expected linear type of sequential energy that I'm getting here, and be more open to just, again, release. When you're holding on to something and when you have an expectation on something, because I'm seeing it clairvoyantly, is you are restricting it to come, or you're restricting that from growing. Okay? If I want to plant a seed, I can't just have it in my hand holding. I have to put it in soil and give it the right conditions outside of my hand in order for this to grow into a tree or into a fruit. So that's what this is talking about. But beautiful, beautiful energy. By the way, if I were you, I would use water, um, water as a means of manifestation. So there is like a water manifestation if you're manifesting, or if you believe in manifestation, and doing things where the magician card is saying tap into the energetic and also tap into the earthly. That being said, Eve, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share. And as I always mention, if these messages don't resonate now, it may resonate at a later point in time. That being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Rowan G. Rowan G, thank you so much for being here. For those of you intuitive friends who are here visiting for the first time, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who subscribe to the channel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of the Lexa Tarot community. For those of you who are my subscribers or my members, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. Thank you for your generosity in the ways that you give to the channel, whether it's a thumbs up, whether it's through membership, whether it's through sharing my YouTube channel with like-minded souls, whether it's through your kind words or your loyalty. I want to say thank you to all of you. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Rowan. Rowan G. All right, Rowan, let's see what your guides want you to know. As you know, this is a 5-minute mini reading for entertainment purposes only. Rowan, let's see what's coming through for you at this moment in time, or what may be unfolding for you. You have the Moon card and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, you are, or you may possibly be in this energy right now, or this energy may be unfolding, where you're either starting to create that foundation and security that you've been working towards, or you may already have it. Okay. Queen of Pentacles energy is a person who's organized, who's grounded, business savvy, a person who is practical, common sense, and their practicality and their common sense approach is giving them the opportunity to reap the rewards. All right. So here, Rowan, you're getting this energy in regards to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Now hold on. First, it was the Moon card, and then it was the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm going to put this over here. Now, the fact that the Moon card came out first and then the Queen of Pentacles is telling me here that there may be some type of uncertainty. There may be some type of anxiety, restlessness, or apprehension that may be surfacing, or that is surfaced here, that is creating the sense of not seeing something clearly, because either there's an energy of concern, of fear, of apprehension, of being unsure. The Moon card is your inner self, your private self. So I don't know what your moon sign may be, but if I were you, I would take a look at what my moon sign is, because the moon sign here is saying that there's some type of blockage here, or sense of uncertainty or apprehension, whether that be happening now or whether this was in the past or recent past, that may create some sort of instability within you, or some sense of self-doubt within you, that it's not allowing the Queen of Pentacles to fully embrace her energy. Now, if this is an energy of the past or recent past, Then the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles is saying, you release this fear, you release this anxiety. You are trusting your intuition now. You're allowing your intuition to slightly influence, listening to your, your heart chakra or listening to your gut level feeling in order for you to continue to be resilient, organized, grounded, and centered and secure in whatever this Queen of Pentacles is investing in. Rowan, let's see what else is coming through. The Queen of Pentacles energy has a very common sense, practical approach in life. Okay, so this is saying here that through your maturity of hard work, you're going to be able to reap the rewards that are meant for you. But don't allow yourself to get caught up in your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, because it takes away from that Queen of Pentacles energy. It takes away from your security and stability. Because remember, anxiety and self-doubt and being uncertain or apprehensive, it comes out of fear. And we can't create abundance out of fear. We can't create reaping the rewards of something that is meant for us out of fear. So there is a sense of you releasing that, or if you did, then this is saying this is a good move because now you're more centered. If I were you, I would work on my heart chakra. I'm sorry, give me a second, back up. Root chakra. I don't know why heart chakra came, but that's going to be the second one. Root chakra. Okay? Your root chakra. You need to feel more grounded. Your heart chakra, so that you could release the fear and anxiety connected to this next step, or you fully embracing the Queen of Pentacles energy. So I would work on my root chakra for 5 minutes, and you can find that on YouTube. You can look for solfeggio frequencies to unblock the root chakra, and here your heart chakra, because it is very much connected to your heart, to your intuition, to your emotions here. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I'm picking up here with this moon card. Remember that when there are shifts, new moon, full moons, especially if you are a person who's intuitive, um there may be a higher level of sensitivity. And by the way, Neptune is in retrograde, or starting to be in retrograde. And Neptune in retrograde is very much about the illusions. So this could also be some connection there with that too. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you, my dear. There you go. When you feel a little bit out of sorts, when you feel your anxiety, worry, concern, or fearing that your stability, you know how like sometimes people are in a really good stage in their life, but they're still afraid. They're afraid that they're going to lose their job, they're going to lose money, that they're going to lose the things that are valuable to them. That is not really fully being in the Queen of Coins energy or the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is not in fear. She has a mastery, and she understands that she can co-create with the things that she is planting here in the earthly realm, and she could connect to ease her tension and anxiety and worries with the ethereal realm. Like I said, validation, confirmation yet again. I talked about your intuition. I talked about you being able to connect with that side of you, and to use yoga, meditation, or things that bring you to a meditative state, such as sound healing, singing bowls, things that allow you to ground your energy so that you're not so much in this anxiety, fear, or apprehension here in regards to whatever this may be for you, because it's creating instability. This fear, anxiety, concern, fearing I don't have enough, or lack mindset, I don't have enough, that weakens the stability of the Queen of Pentacles, which is why you have here rest and rejuvenation. So whenever you feel like you're a little bit out of sorts, emotionally, energetically, mentally, this is telling you, get back into your center. Because remember, the Queen of Pentacles is not emotional. She's not. She's caring, she's tender, she's nurturing. But listen, she looks at things for the honesty of it, the reality of it, the common sense of it. So, that's how she creates her stability. Because she's sure about what decisions she's making. She's not afraid. She's not in the energy of lack. All right? Let's see. Last and final card, great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Especially if you've been very hesitant in regards to how you're going to move towards more stability and security, because you're afraid of failure, or maybe even here, afraid of success, or afraid that something isn't perfect, or there has to be a certain way. This is talking about, especially with great adventure, and I always get adventure as yang energy, all right? Especially during Leo season, allow yourself to venture forward in whatever it is that you want to cultivate more security and stability, but only if you feel passionately connected to moving in that direction. If you are discovering or wanting to discover, this passionate approach or mindset is super important, because that's what's going to give, or that's what's going to blow momentum into the sail for that boat to continue moving forward. Okay, so again, take a risk, positive, of course, we're talking about healthy positive risks, and venture forward so that your confidence is being seen and shown, and that you can continue to gain or create or kind of stabilize even further this Queen of Pentacles energy that you have in your energy field. Okay, that being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Intuitive friends, that is my last and final message for my subscribers list today. Rowan, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, continue to subscribe. I know I want to say that you have a reading coming up I need to send to you. I haven't gotten there on that yet because I'm a little bit backtracked. I just came back from a vacation about a week or two ago. So give that some time. But in the meantime, this is a beautiful reading. And if I were you, I would work on the 7 chakras of your energy fields, and then give more energy to your root chakra and your heart chakra, so that you can. And remember, I said about meditation. Look at that. You may need to meditate a little bit differently. And what do I mean by that? Start using solfeggio frequency in your meditations. That being said, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Intuitive friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you found these messages interesting, these readings interesting, as you've watched them unfold during this live stream. And if you want to take part in these messages, all you need to do is subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care, intuitive friends. Have a good one, and I'll see you shortly.